Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna say something about Russia, the country that I lived about 3 years, and I want to say my experience to study in Russia in St. Petersburg. So be with me and listen to these very important and crucial information. Okay, so number one is my first impression about Russia was very stunning and interesting. It was started from 2018 when the World Cup was started, and I said, "All right, it's a good time to go to Russia to see this beautiful country." So I just applied for university and I just went to St. Petersburg. Um, I had a lot of options like European country, Latin America, and Russia. I chose Russia because of two reasons. The one reason because it's near Iran, and the second one it was cheaper at that time. It was really cheap, and so okay, that's a good option. Let's go to Russia. I went to Russia, and well, something not pleasure was happened for me. I mean, at the airport, guys, when you go to Russia at the airport, you will face a lot of problems with police, and they ask a lot of questions. Really, they ask a lot of questions, and I waited about 3 hours, and they didn't know English very well. Just a call to one person came to me, and I would think, oh my god, what's going on there? And they checked everything: my laptop, my tablet, my bag, my money, my account, everything they checked. And after hours, I said, okay, no problem, you can go. I said, okay, no problem. And when I passed the control passport, before they give you like immigration card, okay. So the number two, I want to say that registration, guys. The registration in Russia is very important. You have to make it by the owner of the apartment when you want to like you will live there, or the dormitory. So the second thing I want to say, guy, is a dormitory. Dormitories in Russia mostly are not very well, not very clean, and the prices that I paid that time was $25 every month. So I paid 6 months. I mean, you had to pay for 6 months for one time, and so you can calculate between $25 to 6 months is going to be like $150, something like that. It was really cheap, but it wasn't very good. So when you want to go to Russian dormitory, you have to take calendula, the ointment, because a lot of insects and bugs you can see in the room. So take care. The number three, guys, it was very interesting for my experience was insurance. You should have an insurance in Russia. So my insurance was Liberty. I paid 5,000 ruble that time. I don't know how much. I mean, as of now, I don't know exactly. Um, it covers most. I don't want to say most, but some of the disease. But guys, they are not very good. You have to go to private hospitals. The public hospitals in Russia only for if you're sick or you have a kind of fever. You can go. If you have a serious problem, go to private. Public is not working absolutely. You waste your time. And the last thing and the most important thing is universities, guys. Uh, uh, Most of the professors in Russia cannot speak English very well. I mean, they know English, but they don't speak English very well. And most of them are very old. I mean, they're from the old generation, like they're 55, 60, 70 years old, and most of them came from the Soviet Union, and post-Soviet Union countries and Soviet Union country. I mean, Soviet Union at that time, and they're very friendly. Really, they're very friendly people, very nice people. But you cannot understand them honestly. I had a professor, and when I asked him some question, he explained me, and I said, "Did you understand?" I said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah," but really, I didn't understand. I didn't want to say. I just pretended that I understood, but really, I didn't understand these guys. Um, and if you go to international, courses, English, it's a guarantee that you get your diploma. Guarantee, because you pay for the university, and so they will accept you. And it's not very hard. You just need to study. Regularly, and you can pass the exam. The quality, guys, of universities in Russia, my universities, um, let's say, was normal. but the ranking of my university was not very high, not very low. It was like a normal. Um, I asked a lot of students in Russia about the like average level of the universities in Russia. Guys, it's not very high, really. I asked a lot of students, my friends from like ITMO, Leti, Pablo, Sechinova, a lot of universities, and they said the same thing like me. And I was impressed that really, I said, yeah, it was very easy. You just need to study and you pass the exam. But guys, if you want to study with in Russian language, you have a very hard way to pass the exam. And you can only work in Russia or some countries that they know Russian language, maybe like Belarus or Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan, Tajikistan. These countries, guys, it's not very easy. Um, but the main things is number four is finding a job after graduation. It was my experience. It was not very easy. Finding a job for international students in Russia, it's very hard. If you are not Russian and if you don't know Russian language, it's very, very hard. So it's not like London. I mean, it's not like England or Germany or Australia, America. If you know like your language, you can find a job. I mean, at least kind of like handy jobs working. In Russian, no. You should know Russian language, and I really applied for many, many vacancies, even delivery for, I don't know, even for buying SIM card, even working for, I don't know, McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, everything. They said no. And I was just kind of disappointed, desperate, and so, oh my God, it's a very hard situation for me. And I understood that time that in working, I mean, finding a job in Russia is not very easy. But I was very lucky and I could find a job in one restaurant, Italian restaurant, and it was a great, I mean, great chance for me to improve my level of the life. And after that, step by step, I just got promoted and I got everything in my life. So in like in result about Russia, Russia is a good country if you want to live. Uh, but if you want to um, if you travel to many countries really and then you want to choose Russia, I think it's a little hard. Russia is a very good country for Russian people. If you're international and you want to work in Russia, it's not very easy because of the many many reasons. The language is not very easy, guys, and opportunities to find a job. International companies in Russia are very low. Most of them are Russian companies, and so if you're not Russian, so they don't even offer because if you go to the main websites for finding job, they said like RF or Russian Federation, RF. I mean, they need Russian people, most of them. So it's all my experience that I had, and I have also now, and it's not from the like different people. But I asked a lot of people in Russia who are international people, and they were my friends, and they are my friends now. And I asked them, so I hope you like my video, and it's only my experience, only my idea, not from like the Google or different like websites. No, it's only my idea. So I hope you like this video. Thank you so much.